Hey Lily,
Hi, Suzanne.
how are you?
Thanks for your service. I'm well. How are you?
Good.
Good. Um, Couple things. One of the things you said was like about honesty, you know? Like I,
Mhm.
I've been like I've been working on honesty for a long time, but recently since the resistance patterns in the body and all the shedding uh, the energetic patterns and resistance patterns, um, it's really like I can't be dishonest. It like hurts.
Yeah.
So I'm finding like even at work where I might have censored myself before, it's becoming more and more difficult to do that and I don't want to. And I don't really care how people react to it. It's not like I'm purposely saying something to hurt them. It's just like I don't want to like feel this way and I don't want to be dishonest to other people and like it's just not worth it. Um so I'm noticing that a lot more like I'm just like the body will tell me you're lying.
Mhm.
You're not being honest. Even to the point where like I'll find a word, like I'll use a word. I'm like, no, that's not right. That's not the right word. So it's just like the body's kind of, I don't know, it seems like it's recalibrating, um, almost like it's shifting me in the moment when like it's not true to like say what's true. Anyway, so I'm noticing that, which is a treat. I really appreciate it. What I don't appreciate is this cat that I got. I decided for some reason to get this cat. And this kind of ties into the good person thing. Um, so I got this cat and like it's tripping me. And like I'm trying to change his litter box and he's like all up in my shit and I can't do what I need to do and it's needing me and it's like following me everywhere. It's just being a cat, it's like expressing its nature and just being what it is. And I am sitting here so annoyed with this cat. I found it a good home because I just realized that I'm not a cat person. Like I'm not. It's like, what's the point of even taking a shower? Just filth all around. But anyway, so I'm watching this annoyance, and I'm watching this vacillation between blaming the cat for being what it is and judging myself for these feelings that I'm having towards it. And like it kind of ties into that good person thing, like looking at myself through the eyes of other people, like, why did you get a cat? Didn't you know? Or like, that's a responsibility, or like, you chose to get this cat, and all those things, right? Of like making it not okay to be annoyed at this cat. And it's like, what, kind of, why does there have to be any blame here? It is just what it is, right? But like I can notice the patterns of wanting to either blame or like, reject this cat or like blame myself for being irresponsible. So it's really highly uncomfortable. And I think maybe just what I need because I'm really starting to see like I don't like being needed. It
Mhm.
makes me feel suffocated. I feel
Mhm.
suffocated. I just want this thing to get away from me. And so I'm like sitting in that um, discomfort.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And like, what does that mean about me as a person, right?
mm, yeah. That's beautifully expressed. I feel the same way about my mom. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
She's a nice lady. But yeah. No, I totally get it. Like you're so used to being a certain way.
Yeah.
And yeah, there can actually be immense discomfort that comes up when there's such honesty about, damn, I'm so frustrated. This is annoying. Um, Yeah, so the narrative will just keep saying like you shouldn't be this way. Why are you being this way? This is bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I noticed with me too, like when there's frustration, there's just frustration. There's nothing wrong with it, you know? There's no more thing where I'm like, no, I need to be patient. No, I need to be a good person. No, I need to be spiritual. No, I need to appear
Yeah.
pleasant or whatever.
Hmm. That's exactly what's happening. The push, it's trying to like the mind is trying to find a positionality to view the situation. And like there's just no, there's nowhere to stand there because every moment's different. And like sometimes I'm really annoyed at the cat. And just kind of practicing like being okay with that. Like you can be annoyed at the cat, just don't like take it out on him. You know
Mm,
what I mean? Because there's this urge to like literally kick him away from me. Just get the fuck away from me. Um, which kind of speaks to this thing inside of me, of like, um, it's very raw. Like, don't, how dare you need me?
mm,
Ah, so I'm just trying to sit with that and work with that and not like blame the cat or tell myself that I should be a good person. Like, what does that mean actually to be a good person? Does this mean I'm not a good person because I'm annoyed and I want to kick the cat? I don't know, but that's the truth of how I feel.
yeah.
That's the thoughts that are rising. And there's an attachment to there, the thoughts of like, you shouldn't do that. Like you you can't like blame the cat, but like those are the thoughts that are coming up.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. So if you can like punch a pillow instead, that'd be good.
Yeah, I'm leaving the house to escape him, but just take a break, calm down. But
But the
yeah.
neediness really resonates. Like I used to actually like being needed in a way. Not
Mhm.
really, because it burdened me also, but for the identity, it fed something. And now it's like, no, thank you. You do you. You can take care of yourself. And obviously with the cat, it's different, but I can understand. Um, there's actually like you're kind of coming into such alignment with yourself that you're so, in a way, self-sufficient. Like you know basically just how to take care of yourself. The body's just becoming more in tune. And so it's obvious that it's not really needed anywhere else. Like they can take care of themselves. And
Mhm.
maybe it's like reminiscent of something you've experienced in the past where someone was extra needy to you or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've been needed a lot. Like the responsibility of being needed, like when my mom had cancer and I was financially taking care of her, or like when she dropped my 15-year-old sister off with me and I had to take care of her, and just like, having a couple dogs where like you can't even use the bathroom alone, and like my stepson, and just so like a series of situations in which I was needed and felt really overwhelmed by that. Like being in a place where like I was so traumatized with my own childhood that I couldn't really function, let alone take care of another living being. So that kind of comes up. And yeah, I just like I don't feel like I used to feel fulfilled by being giving and like nurturing to others. But like I'm a therapist. I work with people all day long, and like I'm attending to people all day long, and then I come home and attend to this cat, and I have no time to like just breathe. And I'm just like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that too. And like, yeah, I can see how kind of the age inappropriate responsibility in the past has kind of colored the perspective of this situation. Just
Yeah.
that it's almost like it's not panic, but it's just like, I don't know, it's overwhelm. Just leave me alone. Give me my space. Don't touch me all the time. Why are you trying to trip me? You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just by your explanation, I could totally see why there could be an ample amount of frustration there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just needs to come out.
I think so. So, love the cat for helping me out with this, but um yeah, I think it's just kind of like, I find myself in these situations or interactions where something will arise within my body and I'll be like, oh, here's something. Cat situation is it's the same. This is something that's been inside that hasn't been directly felt. It's been peripherally felt and explored, but not directly like the intensity of that. Ooh, yeah,
I know it's a lot. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah. That resonates a lot. It's probably gonna take time for you to really make sure you prioritize yourself enough
yeah.
to
Well,
make up
there's this
for it.
kind of thing where, like, um, in society, especially I think with the conditioning of women, like we're supposed to be a certain way, you know, and being selfish is like not a good thing, right? And it has a very negative connotation to it. Don't be selfish. You want to, and and I found or experienced manipulation around that, where people attempt to manipulate you using that to get what they want from you, right? So there's that kind of like societal systemic stuff that is a lens that comes up. That's like, you know prioritizing yourself or getting a cat and then not wanting it anymore. That's really selfish or whatever. But it's like, actually, my body's telling me that I don't, like, I need to prioritize myself. You know what I mean? Um, so letting go of those ideas of what it means to be selfish or a good person, or, you know, um,
Yeah,
ugh,
totally.
yeah,
There's no such thing as selfishness. Um, I think in the context of therapy and working with the person, it can make sense. But here, it's just so simple. The body just wants what it wants. It's not
yeah,
about you, you know?
yeah,
And it just needs, it longs to be at rest and then work from there and then do from there.
yeah. That's kind of another thing. And then I'll be quiet. But like, that's what the body wants. It wants deep rest, and I know that now. That's what this has all been about. The body just wants to rest and be. And um it's almost like, the seeker. This is another thing that, oh, getting a cat might be fulfilling, right? It's distracting. It's distracting from being at rest.
Yeah, yeah.
you know? So anyway, it's just like, oh, okay, I was tricked by the seeker again. But it's fine.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I just that's what I want. That's what the body wants. Like the more I just sit and do nothing, the better I feel.
Yeah,
You know?
sure. Yeah, the cat thing is funny because there was constantly a thought here, I really want a cat. And I knew that I wouldn't really take good, I mean, I might take good care of it if I got it, but you know, it's not that this body's lazy. I can't really label it that way anymore. It's just like it wants to do nothing for now. It just doesn't want to do that much.
Mhm.
And there's just a knowing of that. So, but I can understand the impulse to get an animal at this time too, because it triggers so much. And it's nice to have some like comfort and companionship. So that's also understandable. No.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I appreciate your input.
Yeah. Cool.
Um,
Thanks so much for
trying
sharing.
to unpack that. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks.